Folks, welcome back once again to another Minecraft live stream. This is episode technically 4 of this. I have a little Christmas village I'm making on my Minecraft world, and I want to keep working on it, and we've just been having a nice fun time building chatting. And so we shall be continuing to do so. And I'm in the Nether currently. Let's fix that. Hello? Guys, it's okay. Guys, and we're good. We're awesome. Mackenzie cooks. Hi. What's going on? What's good? Oh my gosh. Hello, guys. Oh, wait, that was kind of loud. Why is that loud? Okay, only the sound of it uh equipping is loud. Anyway. Okay. Let's try to figure out what we should even do today. Right. We do have a pigment problem. Um, and we can't do anything about it. Last stream. Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. So last time we built this, okay, the style of this house is kind of funny. It's called the Tudor house. I find the name funny. That's what the style of the house is. This medieval, like two-story house where it gets bigger as you go up. It's called a Tudor. Spelled Tudor, I believe. Oh, I meant to give this house a furnace. We still can do chimney. Chimney cricket. One of the main things we're going to start out with is decorating this house. And we're also going to what are we going to do? Maybe build another one. But yeah. You were literally just watching one of my videos. That's crazy. It was a sign. You were like, "Okay, I'm going to watch this video." And boom, there I am live. Okay. So yeah, we'll just keep working on this house. I find okay, decorating can both be satisfying, but also like really at the same time, depending on how you look at it. I think I'll just have the path be the same as the road. Yes, it's like a yield English name. Yes. Sorry, my mind read that as, but yes, yield house, yield Tudor house. Ooh. Okay, in this, yeah, poinsettias. But in this, oh, wait. Okay, but it's technically the poppy. I knew I wasn't crazy, but they did change the name of that. Okay, we've got some poinsettias. Isn't that the name of that? Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up watching, oh, Tinkerbell and like the Great Adventure or something. Anyway, I'm pretty sure there's a character named Poinsettia. Oh, isn't that just so lovely and festive? Some person in Roblox called me a woman. You quit Roblox because of that. They knew my gender and kept calling me. That is so absurd of them. I'm sorry that happened. We got poinsettias. I think something needs to be. Okay, but I do want to add chimney like that. And when you say chimney, you have to say it like that. Chimney. Chimney chiroo. How do you do? I'm gonna have it in this back corner. Have it be 3 wide. Yeah, this is true. Blocking the person. I don't know if you could actually do that, so I didn't say anything. I don't really play Roblox like that. And I also need a fireplace. Because guess what, guys? I love having a nice fire in a house, but I don't like house fires. I don't. And so I'm so happy that Mojang added fireplaces. I think you actually only need one pole. think it's actually only 3 sticks. 3 of that. Let's see. Okay, I'm not even gonna use. I'm gonna use the guide. We're gonna see. Do I know how to make a fireplace? Campfire. You guys knew what I meant. You got a 600 on your iReady reading test and a 491 on your math? Heck yeah. I'm not sure what the scale is, but hey, that's awesome. Okay, so on the other side of this, oh, on the other, oh yeah. Okay, on the other side of this, we have the start of the chimney. We'll have it do a little of this. Go upstairs. Sometimes I've done like 2-tier furnaces, but this one I'm just gonna have it be on the bottom floor. Nice, because how's Santa gonna get in? Right, guys? Yeah, I'll just use that. It's a small home. That's fine, guys. It's fine. But definitely, so yeah, we'll have it continue up the bricks. Ooh. Okay. Cause there's like we can taper it. We can give it a low taper fade, guys. Oh, hold up. Let me take a peek of this on the outside again. Okay, let's get some more brick. I think I'll make it a little bit thicker from the outside because it looks a little funny being like having a depth of 1. House isn't very big, but we could still make the chimney thick. Oh, and then absolutely we'll make sure it's able to have a nice smokestack. Okay, see? Boom. Yeah, yeah. Then I could also see us putting some like cauldron in the back. Get rid of that. I have a silk touch pick, but I it. Let's see. Let's up here. Oh, we need a bit more. Okay, that one goes up to about the same side, or as tall as the roof, I should say. Yeah, yeah. That's good, that's good. And then we'll just need to get another campfire, thing of wool. What is it? Wheat, block of wheat, hay bale. Uh, go ahead and get 3 more sticks. Let's see. Boom. That. A little bit of this. Start playing Mambo number 5 for me, please. A little bit. I don't know how the song. I just know like and I believe we don't have any wheat. Okay, so we will eventually have to go get some, but we can do that. I'm trying to keep all like I'm trying to keep things as organized as much as I can. Um, it's not the easiest when like you kind of like set up a station and it's because like this is a temporary place and I don't want to like make the craziest storage system. You get me? Okay, but we do need. Okay, I don't want to use stripped logs. I just want to use regular logs. You've been waiting for me to go live this past week for the past week. I know. I did. I okay. Don't hold me to it, but I think I might have mentioned that I was going to go live on Monday. Monday came around. I said, I don't know, guys, but at the time today. All right, 16's got to be plenty. And then so we can put the campfire down, and then we can always go back. So probably put this will be where the hay bale goes. There actually might be a better block to use. Eh. Oh, I did say something about like tapering. I could. Okay, because like if I were to taper it, it would be like that. Actually, okay, Inty. Oh, but then that's the problem. Ooh, wait. Pause. That's that's kind of fun. I can get behind that. Okay, sure. You know what I say to that? That's fine by me. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Maybe not. From the looking at it from the side there, I not really the biggest fan. I lose a, a trapdoor. Oh wait, no, it's an odd number. So okay, we will need a little bit more. Huh. It's a T for testosterone. Yeah. Now we've got that. Oh yeah, the ambiance is there. The ambiance is great. Like, well, make it a T again. I mean, I could. Okay, honestly, if I wanted to taper it, crap. Okay. I could taper it. I could add on to the taper, not take away for the taper. Okay. Oh. Flip these around. They were like, okay, right on. But it's gonna be an inverted T, which is crazy because like that's also like a thing because like inverted T, top surgery scar. Right. Yeah. Also, that looks kind of like a painter. In theory, it's a fun idea, but practically, that's crazy. That's crazy. Um. Also, I didn't think I'd be saying painter on live, but you know, here we are. Let's see. We now get to decorate the inside. I've been enjoying doing red beds for everything, which is funny because they were the defaults for so long. But like, There's something just nice and classic about the red. I forgot. I forgot that I made. Oh God. Okay, that's fine. You're starving your mom's making dinner right now, though. Word. I'm also getting hungry, but I have to make my dinner. Okay, so we're gonna need. I have to have dark oak somewhere, and I'm also out of food. Okay, okay, we've got a to-do list, and I have to put it in my mind, which is not the. Okay, maybe I could type it out in my chat. Uh, a fail. Right. Food. And not getting killed by the zombie. Top surgery is expensive. Especially, I mean, even with insurance these days. Okay. Did I skip over the dark oak? I don't think I'm paying that good of attention to things. Okay, we're just gonna go back to the main place. Get a hay bale. Get some food. I've got a whole system when it comes to this. Whee! Ah. Also, hold up. I did this last time I went live. I shared it in my tab. Uh, if I'm right in marketing. I like to get food from the villagers. Classic way to do it. Ask me. Dang, I really thought there was gonna be some food in there. Okay, I want something. Okay, I'll eat a potato. I just want to be able to run. I just want to run. Okay. So here we have a nice. Keep the tux, it slays. I need to make a video about this, or a short, I should say. I really do like. Okay, if you haven't seen it, I made a TikTok and a short. I just basically anything I post on TikTok, I post on YouTube Shorts. Did I burn any louder? Oh, okay, we're done. And I for a while there, I was really thinking about getting a white suit tux to wear for my wedding. And I like it, but I'm also the thing is our venue is very white and there's not much contrast, and I kind of don't want to blend into the background. And so I do appreciate everyone who said it looked nice on me, but I think I have to return it. I say this like I didn't put in a return for it anyway, like already. Um, but I do like the fit of it. I do really like the fit of it, and so hoping to get something similar. So we've got 27 pumpkins. We get red. That's crazy. That would be a very contrasting color. But my face gets so red, I'm gonna look like the biggest tomato. I'm kind of leaning towards like kind of like a steel blue. I say this like I already have a steel blue suit, but like a nice blue. I love a good blue. But like it's also like because it's a spring wedding, and so like part of me was like really against getting like a black suit, but I also like the more I'm like looking at wedding stuff, I'm like, but like the black suit, the black tux. It's classic wedding, but it's also a little bit boring. But like, I'm sorry. When I pictured my wedding day, nothing was there, and so like the cliche of like the black suit and the white dress. What if I want it? Oh, I have lost the ability to run. Clarissa W. Dono, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Clarissa. Okay, at the oh yay, we got speed boost from the what it beacon. So over here we have a large wheat field, but we also have this oh like I can't run. That's great. Well, I guess like I like to run to start. Oh my god. Okay, so I was walking for no reason. Classic. Classic. Hay bale. Okay, hay bale. Now we just need to get some food. Get blue. It's the best color. It really is. I I guess the other funny thing is for okay, so me and my fiance, we've been together 5 years, and you could technically we could say we met in high school, but we didn't meet in like we were in high school, but we didn't attend the same high school. It was COVID, online dating. You know how it be. And so I went to prom with her, and for prom I had this dark blue tuxedo. So it kind of almost would be like a fun like callback. Also, I'm thinking of switching up to doing pork chops instead of chicken because I feel like pork chops word have like a higher saturation. Shade of blue. Okay, I'm between like two shades. It would either be like a nice dark blue, but like a light blue would be more spring. This is true. Classic black is still a W, right? So it's and also like a black suit is like so okay, okay. And then there's also like the practicality of like if I'm gonna get like a mostly custom made suit, it's not gonna be custom made. It's gonna be like at least like fitted to my proportions. Pause. Wait a second. There was this one suit on menswarehouse.com that was catching my eye. Okay. Black suit. But that's not all of them. This one. Okay. Okay, pause. Pause. Hold up. It's got sparkle to it. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit fruity. It's a bit fun. For my straight wedding. What if I it's kind of fun. It's like, oh, it's a black suit, but like it's got flair. Pulling up in an all trans tux. That's kind of funny that you say that because the thing is, one of the colors we're thinking about having the wedding party wear is a blush color, so like a light pink. And if I'm wearing a light blue suit, my fiance in a white dress, and everyone wearing pink, that's the trans flag. And like I partly don't want that, but it's kind of funny when wedding color schemes almost end up being different pride flags. It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. No, that's the other thing. I don't want trans colors to be the wedding colors. But like, okay, blue suit. Okay, there's this other there's this place to find suits. And they do have stuff for wedding. And if I were to get a blue suit, I also okay, stepping back, double-breasted blazers are awesome. I think they're interesting. Okay, the urge to wear cowboy boots my wedding day is crazy. I would never become that person because I made fun of someone else who did that. But for blue, I really like this blue. I think this is a nice spring blue. Also, I hope you enjoy the sound of a gas in the background while we look at this. But yeah, I think that's, if I'm gonna go for a blue in the spring, that's a nice blue. The white one looks good for the hat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, it is funny that like that's one of the ways they chose to style it on this man. See, no, the bolo tie, that's crazy. But no, like this is nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wonder if they have any other double-breasted. The price of these are really reasonable. My fiance thinks these look too 1950s and too retro, which, like, I mean, yeah, that's the point of them. That is a nice looking man. Anyway, let's get back to Minecraft. Just a little segue. Got my pork chops. We've got our hay bale. I do need some dark oak. So trying to find a name that fits you. Well, there's some questions I've got. Do you want it to, like, that's like, do you want it to be like a boring name, or do you want it, well, I guess you're wanting a name that fits you, so like maybe if you have a consideration of if you want it to be boring or if you want it to be interesting. Because like there's like the list of like the classic trans names, but like, do you want like to be called John? It's like there's Felix, and then there's like John and Jake and like Ryan. But there's nothing wrong with any of the names I just said. But like, like I also almost wanted to call myself like Finn, or have Reed be my first name. It is a wedding. It needs to be timeless. Retro's 50 style would fit it. Clarissa, I'm so glad you're on my side. It's like, what if maybe she just needs to see me in a double-breasted suit? And maybe it would change her mind. And she'd be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's so classic. And like, we need to have that. You're legit the only one who gets bullied in your class? Okay, I also use humor to cope, but I'm so sorry, bud. I might have some dark oak stowed away. It's a great secret passageway. Thank you. Ooh, oak slab. Okay. Let's go chop. Chop. Jesus. Chop down a tree. To the forest. By the way, picking a name is easy. I got mine from a name generator. Hey, that's also... The hell? Oh, that's a mushroom. That's a mushroom. What? I don't want an oak tree. Yeah, and I also went with like the most basic way to like change my name. I just chose like the masculine version of it. So, like there's like a couple ways, because like if you really hate your birth name, then maybe you wouldn't want to go in the route of doing something very similar. But it's also really funny because like, so again, you can assume what my name used to be, and I grew up being given the nickname Steph, and so that always felt nicer to hear than my full name. And when I came out and like told people like what my new name was gonna be, I was like, yeah, my name's Stefan, but like, you can still call me Steph, because like I'm still comfortable with that nickname. But I'm finding myself less comfortable with it. It depends on circumstances, because like if it's on like a written piece of postage or like a letter to me or anything like where you're writing my name down, like this is for you, I would rather it have like Stefan on the name or like Stefan written down than Steph, because it's like I have a new name. Like, why don't you should use it for me? I didn't have to walk all that way. I realize, but because it's like yeah, like I guess people like close to me, like yeah, you can still call me like it's like a nickname I was given, and like to an extent I still like it. It's like what nickname? Like I don't want you to call me Steve for short. That just seems that just doesn't. I don't feel like a Steve. I feel like I don't. I don't know. Names are funny. Um, a past nickname I was given was just Dude, and you'll never guess who gave me that nickname. My mother. Right. So it's just like it's just also like so basic. Dude, he would like not yell it, but like she would say it in exclamation after like I did something wrong per se, or like I was in trouble. Yeah, I thought about putting the bed here, but like that in. Anyway, welcome to everyone who just joined. I'm so happy for you to be joining us. I don't want okay, I don't want to make the whole floor another block high, but maybe we might. I'm gonna ask a name generator boy names. I'll tell you if I find anything good. Right on, right on. Bonus points if you also go to a um, popular baby names list from when you were born. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to do the whole floor. Oh, but like the windows. If you can't tell, I am struggling. Okay. Because that looks stupid. Yeah, let's just go ahead and make the whole floor a whole block. I used to try out names in multiplayer video games. That helped. That's great. That's great advice. Ooh, or like you know like yeah like RPGs where like you can also like when like the character like you know what I mean? Because like in one version of Zelda Twilight Princess, you don't like yes the main character is Link, but you could change the name, not be Link, fairly certain, to like instances like that. Got a lot of Dark Oak slabs I don't want. Okay. Pick one. Baron, Rodrigo, Gustavo, Rerun, Pierce, Alexander, Martin, Eliza, Jet, Adrian, Jalen. I'd also kind of have to see a picture of you to like really know like, oh yeah, you're a, you know, um, yeah, I was gonna say don't pick Baron. That was like the first thing when I saw that name. I was like, oh, maybe not that one. Um, Poland's a cool name. I also am like leaning towards like Alexander and Martin. I also am not sure if Eliza and Jet are supposed to be together. But that's kind of a fun name. Eliza Jet? No, nah. It sounds interesting. The perfect amount. Okay. Now, this bed. Yeah, Martin's nice. Because, like, there's Martin Short, and he's cool. Galen does sound girly. I wasn't going to say it, but it does. Sounds feminine, I should say. Oh, shit. Did not mean to make slabs. Now we have more slabs. Don't I have quite a... I do have quite a bit of stripped logs somewhere. You could put a... you could change your profile picture. I'm not sure if it'll update for me, but you could sure try. We've got this bed. Want to do like little nightstands. Would be a good block for that. We could do a piston. I don't really have the materials on me for that. We could deep slate's the roof. Ah, okay. It updated for me. Oh goodness. Oh. I'm back to looking at the black blazered suit. Okay, your profile picture is really small, so I can't see too well. But I feel like Martin. I mean, if these are the out of all these, I'd say either like, because if like you want to be Alex, that's like classic for Alexander. But I think for something interesting, either Martin or Colin. Yeah. Okay, for these, I want to do signs on. Ooh, headboards. Headboards can make this a little bit more interesting. Okay, psych. Pretend I didn't say that. No, like, no one's gonna go inside these houses. Alexander's your bestie's name? Okay, then I would say maybe stay away from that. Not that you couldn't have the same name as your bestie. Okay, I need to get back on the roof. It's time to put in hay bale. Because if you didn't know, a hay bale will make the smoke much taller. Nice. Hello, sir. We could put some bookshelves in. We could put some shelves in that. Make 2 sets. Boom. Still think you go with Colin? It's unique. Yeah, definitely give it a little test drive. The zombie did want to party with me. Too bad I didn't. But that's kind of fun to like hide that, but like I don't know. I'm not really like really into like interior design right now. Yeah, this is normally I swear okay, let me show you a different one. Let me show you another one I've done. All right, call you it for the rest of the stream unless I say it doesn't fit. Word. Word. You got it, Colin. Okay, see, this is a little bakery I made. It's it's cute. It's a little fun, little festive. And here's the upstairs. So, like, I can decorate. It's just like, I don't know. There's something just I don't really have like the materials on me to make fun stuff. So we're not gonna push it. Oh wait, that's supposed to go down here. Anyway, what's most important is the outside. And that's done. All right, so we have this road that's leading this way. How far did I make it? Oh, quite a ways, quite a ways. That looks like a bakery that's near you. That's crazy. I found inspiration of that exact one. What are y'all eating for dinner? You're having chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. That is, if there is anything more than a classic dinner, that would be that. I'm making spaghetti. Well, it's probably gonna be penne with a red meat sauce. And I'm gonna add some fresh chopped garlic and onion to the meat when I cook it, instead of just using powder versions. Going crazy fancy with it. I kind of hate chopping garlic because then my hands just smell like garlic for the rest of the evening and into the next day. You ate a toad in the hole? British people understand. Well, I'm not British, so I would not understand, and I'm a little concerned. You had spaghetti yesterday? Another classic dinner. Okay. Let's just go back into here. So, one thing that's a bit of a pain is that there's no... Okay, this is made, for a boat. And so I would like to have a boat thing here. So I need to get a dispenser and some boats and a button. I feel like we have strings some. Dang, we only needed one more. We could wait for night to fall. That's actually crazy. Let's see. It's literally noon. Okay. For the new profile pic, I like it. Again, it's small, but I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Okay, can we find a cave? There's a cow. We've got Enderman. Oh. Wait, an ice skating rink. Guys! Guys! Wait a second. Wait a damn. Okay, okay, we have to find somewhere to put this now. This is a need. Also, if you're worried about the state of this building and how it hasn't changed at all, it will be worked on this weekend. Trust. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what should go in this location, but I could definitely see like an ice skating rink. Okay, because there's like this. It's like back in the day, because like again, if this was like medieval per se, that like they would use the natural land, natural water source for ice skating. Right, right. So we could do that, but it's kind of small. The other thing. And then there's all of this. And like we could, if we wanted to do natural, then why don't we just use the big open space? But an ice skating rink has to happen, so I'm gonna add that to this sign over here. Oh, and I also misspelled bridge. Don't worry about it. Ice skating. Awesome. Maybe another little Tudor house could go here. You know what? I think we should. I think there should be another Tudor house. We have a heat front coming through. That'd be nice. Like, well, if it's at least warmer than it has been, even if by like 10 degrees, very nice. Yeah, all this it's so funny because like I've been driving around in Kansas City and we had like snow in about a week ago, and all the snow has still not fully melted. It's always really funny seeing all the giant snowbanks slowly melting. Sorry, I needed that string. Okay, now we can keep doing other things that I was trying to do. Yesterday was 45 degrees. Was it wasn't too bad. Boats. Didn't know I had strip logs there. All right. Two. Oh, I forget you can't mix them. Yeah, this isn't old Minecraft anymore. I think 5 boats is. And I'll do a spruce button. I always wondered if I could just step out of the rain like rain. Step out of the rain like rain out one side, but not the. I'm not quite sure what you mean, bud. And then we do this. Right. Exactly. Yeah, we made this a lot better because there used to be mobs that used to spawn. What's good, gang? Everything. For the most part. If you look on the bright side, there's good. Carissa, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you later. Okay, we probably should add some lights here. We really should. And here. Which we can. Um, this does lead to a Mushroom Island, and I don't like... It's like a really boring hallway, I gotta say. I don't like it. We have supplies to make... No, we don't. I want to make more copper bulbs. I've got to have... I think I've got supplies. Blaze rods? Yes. I gotta eat. Copper. We've got some. I've got to have more somewhere else. Do you have a favorite English monarch? I don't believe I do. I also mainly say that because I don't know many on the top of my head. Um, Like, the only name coming to head is Alexander the Great, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't that great. My world history class is... The knowledge I learned in that is not coming to the forefront of my mind. Henry Kurt Mantle. What a fun name. Kurt Mantle. I wonder if he liked doing parkour. Oh. Okay, do I have... I should have. Fingers crossed. Yes! Why is it wax? Can I still make bulbs with it? If I have redstone, I can. I've got 5. Alexander was from Greece and lived 1,000 years before England was a thing. Okay, I thought, yeah, that sounds right. Because it is right. Good, we've got 20 wax copper bulbs. Fresh out the gate waxed. Hello. We just need a redstone block to activate. And I don't know. Oh, that's like miscellaneous crap. Okay. Trust. See. There was a reason. Wait. There's another thing I wanted to do. Okay, now. Okay, now. I'm just gonna run through it because I'm pretty sure oh, I don't have wax on me. I can still clear the rust that's on it. Actually, there's quite a gap here. I've got 20. Okay, the sound it makes when you activate a copper bulb. Quiet class. You might have not heard it, but it's very nice. Are you building a Christmas monument someplace? Yes. Christmas village, if you will. Oh, that reminds me, we could probably... Yeah, yep, red and white. Yeah, I want the entrance to have a... It'll make sense in just a second. The context will be given. So my older sister, had a fun idea for us. So we've been building on this realm for a while, and we have like some like little areas of like different districts, you could say. And so she was like, guys, I'm getting all these TikToks about making a Christmas town, like with like whoever you want to play with. And I'm like, that sounds so fun. And so Christmas town in our realm. Your little bro only ate his chicken nuggets and gave you the rest of his food. Hey, a win is a win. See, okay, there's windows to be light. But your brother probably should get the nutrients from the... I think you said you're having chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, and I can't remember the last thing. But I also thought mashed potatoes were fairly healthy for you, but I mean, potatoes aren't bad for you. But it's not the same as like having a vegetable, because a potato is a starch. Didn't mean to place that. Okay. Nice. Okay, so the plan was to like make... Okay, wait, does that share a wall? It's not share a wall. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna make this like a peppermint like barrier thing. Yeah. So now you know. It's rare for you to not have salads for dinner. Dude, a good salad. Oh, a good Caesar salad. I love a good Caesar salad. They also happen to be my favorite salad to exist. Especially like if it has like some really good grilled chicken on top. But it has to be kind of cold. You're getting ads on one side of the screen and still see you on the other. That's crazy. That's crazy. Eventually we'll have to make this look nicer, but like we're not often going to the Mushroom Island. It's nice that we have a path to get there, but oh, is it ugly? The tracks were in fact to get mushrooms. We do have some. Anyway, okay, that's more lit up. That's awesome. One thing I really like about this hub is it has two very open sides, and it's a little dangerous. This leads. Where does this lead? Okay, that leads to the end. This leads, I believe, to an end fortress. Okay, I've got 6 more. We could definitely brighten this up. Oh. If I really felt like it, I would count this out, but I don't. And eyeballing it, that looks mostly halfway. Oh, it definitely is. Okay, disregard what I said. Yeah, I want those two be closer together. Okay, we're not gonna look at it. I do like the idea of it, like one of these sites not being a full tunnel, or having the access, the ability to like fly off and go somewhere. Maybe like I could just like put, want the option, like almost like an airlocked gate, if that makes sense. Like a on like a space station airlock room. I'm trying to think which side we fly more. Let's do this side. I feel like glass should be in. Let's have this extend a little bit more. Is there anything in these furnaces? The answer to that is no. Do you think you could fight an old man if need be? Yes, I would feel guilty about it because I currently live and am often interacting with an 83-year-old man. Uh, grandpa, if you need more context. And I would just feel bad. I mean, like, if he was a really weird old man, then, like, maybe I probably wouldn't feel guilty about it. But if self-defense came to be, I could do it. Yeah, let's get some purple glass and some more stone brick. Let's head over to the smeltery. Where's the drowned? That sound. Ugh. How tall are y'all? I am standing at a whopping 5'9", I believe. See, last time I was measured was like 3 years ago at a doctor's office, and they said I was 5'7¾". I'm pretty sure I have grown an inch from since then. Do not have any. Why do I have sandstone? Let's freaking get some sand. You're 5'9" too. Yo. What's funny, like, yes, in comparison to you, Colin, being 5 foot and 5'9" is a very big jump. But it's so funny because, like, in comparison to like other guys I've been around who are, oh Lord, like 6'4", it's funny going from like being normally the tallest in the room to like, oh, I'm average height. We have really thought I had some glass somewhere. Okay, we don't need that much glass is the other thing. Please, please, community center that isn't very used. Is there glass? Okay, I can also probably read these. There might be sand. Okay, there was not sand in the clay bin. Glass. Okay. Let's check one other spot. Technically, two other spots. Here's another storage place. Oh no, they all oxidized. Okay, actually, they're a little annoying, so I'm actually not gonna do it. Today is a good day. Today is a great day. I do need more blackstone, but I don't have any. Right? Psych. Just kidding. The tallest you're getting is 5'5". Hey, you never know. Keep drinking that milk, that dairy, and I'm trying to make sure I don't fall over the edge. I know we only have about 10 bricks. Nice. So maybe let's make this have the glass. I think people would benefit from learning about history because there's a lot of funny little guys out there. History is cool. It always is fascinating, like learning, like, oh, like this is because, like, again, there's the saying of history repeats itself, and it always is so interesting. Also, just like, queer history is also always so fascinating to me. Okay, I think we like put like a stone, maybe put a stone stair there. Like that one pope who was 19, a 19-year-old pope. Oh. Can I fixed it? So this is kind of like our airlock here. And I can use walls. Don't need many. Maybe... Let's see what 12 gets us. Okay. The 19-year-old Pope wasn't very good at it. Man, I can't imagine why. Okay, in theory, this would have looked nice. That's nice, but I also feel like we need a door. A door. Okay, I'm seeing... Okay, actually, wait. I can make it... There we go. We can actually see. I forgot that I could do that. Ooh, actually. Pause. Because you need like a little bit of a spot to go into. We could put a door here. And since we kind of have like this accenting of like the copper, I think we do a nice copper door. Plus, we already have one made, and I don't have to craft something. Is it just me or... Oh, It is. That's... Thank you so much. It... Is your username supposed to be like, it's broken? Or it's... Okay, I don't even... But thank you. Thank you for the person who... Thank you. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, guys. All okay. Okay. Yeah, I was messing with like a few stream things today. You thought it was your phone bugging? No, it's me. And then having it like have some lights to it right here. I think we should make more and like put some there or like even like on the border. I would get rid of these, but I don't want them falling into the lava. It's a made up name, but you reading it also is broken, is poetic. It's like the she believed he lied. Like that whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this from the side. It's Territoria. I'm really good at saying everyone's username. Welcome. Okay. Ooh, actually, this is a good vantage point. So as we can see, we have this nether hub. I've had this for a while. The reason for this nether hub is to get to Christmas Town, which is kind of like the festive thing that like the festive project I'm currently working on. I need a little bit of a break from it. So we just made this like kind of like this airlock type thing over here. But like the thing is like this is floating. And I'm not really the biggest fan of that. So I think we need to like have some way of it being supported. Hello, hello everyone. So we need a way to make a platform down there. We could easily probably like make a bridge using that and like probably destroy it later. So we probably get like something, a block I don't care about. What's floating? This. If like, because like, you could like fly under it. Oh, that's crazy. Wait, I forgot like we have like, okay, that's actually awesome. Okay, perfect. I just need a block that I don't care about. Let's go get some netherrack. I hate ghasts. Let it be known. Rate the name. Hey! Pulling the cool guy. I like it. Nice. Okay, how much space do I have? Not a lot. I also don't know why I have snowballs. Did I just repick up the snowballs? I didn't. Yay. Oh! Alright. I think this one... Can we make it? Can we make it? I think... Yes. Perfect. Gas really are terrifying. And, I think a couple streams ago, one just, like, spawned inside the hub. Brutal. Okay, we're almost towards the center. Is this solo or are you playing with multiple people? In a way, solo as in right now I'm just playing by myself, but this is on a realm. And I do have more free time than all my siblings. Classic youngest sibling things. But okay. It's gotta be the middle. That's the middle. You just wish Gas Meowed instead. Isn't like in resource packs you can change the sound of things? Because that's funny. Hee ho ho. Okay, we're gonna see if this is centered. What can I say? What can I say? Now this is funny. Guys, this is funny. Right. Guys, it has support now. Guys, we did it. Yeah, a family realm. It's really just with my siblings, but it's really nice because like it's a game we grew up playing together and it's really nice being able to bond over it again. So now that we've got the center done, what was? Because it doesn't have to. Maybe it should be like exactly. I'm thinking like it is just really just pillars holding it up and not like a uh like you know like a filled in thing. It could lead to that. Oh. Okay, before we continue, let's get more supplies and also do the thing I'm really bad at doing, and that is clearing my inventory of a lot of stuff. See, that's so nice. See, it's nice, and no gas can get in. I think I should make like another one of those. That's the term I was trying to say like, what, 10 minutes ago? Okay, we'll do that there. Glass. Or we put in the glass there. Yes. Stefan, we should do a Q&A live stream, just a Q&A, not gaming. This is a good idea. That definitely should be like a fun, like, planned thing. But I like that. I used to do them like, I was gonna say like 5 years ago. Well, actually, I didn't do them all the time, but it has been a long time since I've done like just like a regular like live stream, and like no gaming. Okay, I'm actually gonna go to my normal base and not my old house. Also, if you really want to see the early days of this realm, in the description of this live, there is um, a link to my gaming channel, and I have a video on there showing like a little world tour of the beginning thing. Make a Discord or something. That's another funny thing. I did at one time also have a Discord. Um, Hopefully down the line we can. I'll probably want to make a new one. For those of you who know the corporation, it's lived its time. Okay, let's put away monster stuff. We'll hold on to the redstone block. Oh, wait, do I have like a ton more? No, I was just in there. Die. Yeah, you guys can sort that. Okay, that's better. Pause. I've got a super smelter and I need to get some more things. I think. Are you allowed to call me handsome? You guys are allowed to call me not anything, but sure. I take it as a compliment. But yeah. We need some more fuel in this. Bada bing. Bada boom. Bow. Bow. Is this all cobblestone? Pretty much. Word. We've got quite a bit. Stone bricks, guys. Definitely enough to make some pillars. To be honest, you are handsome and you are like all my goals for transitioning. Well, thank you. Sometimes I don't know how to take that. I do know it is a compliment, but it is because like it's at the end of the day, it also just means like I want to be like you when I grow up, which is also like a very nice thing to say. I always forget how cozy Minecraft can be when it's raining. This is true. I also forgive me with this minecart. It's quite loud and quite annoying. But we are going back to the nether, so we don't even have to hear it anymore. Sir, I do not want to hear what you're selling, Mr. Zombie. Man, oh, perfect. I think we need some placement blocks, if you will. And obviously the plan will be to remove all this netherrack. Lord help me, where? Where are you? No, seriously, I don't see him. Oh, he's in the lava. He's in... Thank you. Oh. You used to want an animal so freaking bad, but now all you want is to transition? Hey, goals change, am I right? I'm assuming animal as in also as a pet. What? That's, yes, having a pet is so fun. Okay, I think 3x3, or whatever this will end up being more. You take your cozy comment back? Well, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Nice. Hold up, I want that. Give it to me. Give it to me, Rachel. Let's just work on filling everything up. Just one by one. Okay. I didn't need that torch anyway. I have 20 of them for a reason. I also think like adding lights onto this will be very nice. Where my cat's at? That's a great question. They ought to be sleeping somewhere. Because normally they're fighting at this point. Because in 2 hours they get fed and they're very timely and know when it's feeding time. Beyond that, my cats get along, for the most part, really good for knowing each other for about 2 months. It is true what they say. If you're introducing cats to each other and they're being mean, give it time. All right, let's see what that looks like. Oh my god. Let's try that again. How about, see, this is why I have keep inventory on, so I don't have to stress when I play. How did you deal with knowing you needed to transition but not being able to medically transition yet? I kept myself busy and distracted with things or things that like my day-to-day. at the time I was working on um my associates, and so I was like, okay, I literally am waiting to be able to get some insurance. I'm waiting for like to get back from places and waiting for doctor's appointments and whatnot. And like focusing like on your day to day and like things that like you need to be focused on your day to day is good. And also just knowing, trying to do things that you can in your control. And like one of the things I did was like I was wanting to have facial hair, but I couldn't do anything. But you can get minoxidil over the counter. And so I was like, this is something I can do every day, and I can see a little bit of change now, and I want to see that. Those are my two things. Okay. For a basic pillar, not too shabby. Um, this cell just looks so funny to me. Uh, it's better than having nothing supporting it. Hello, Fred. Fred the Fly. Wait, I've seen you in this. I believe I've seen you in this chat before. I need to fill my water. Also, I used to have like a shortcut to switching between talking and gaming. Look, Minecraft sticker, and that's the only sticker I have on this. Uh, Waiting to because of school. But I'm going to grad school, and your parents aren't supportive. Cool on grad school. Sorry about your parents. Um, but yeah, I definitely just like it's such a, like a situational thing because I also um started like my transition after I moved out, and it definitely was. You can't see my game. One second, folks. Trying out a new name because, by the way, in case it updates and it's confusing, don't even worry about it. Leo Theo, that's cool. Okay, sorry for the black screen. Sometimes it's a little funny, a little bit quirky, if you will. Uh, ooh. Okay, we could definitely add more depth and interest to this pillar. And I'm thinking, my mind, we have the main pillar, and then like things branching out to support it. Chad, I think I'm cooking. Chad, I'm cooking. I will also be cooking soon. I do need to make some dinner at some point tonight. It's like it is circular. It's even. Oh Lord, I can't see. My screen went black. Okay. Okay. So it should probably be like around the same depth. What am I making for dinner? I'm gonna be making. I always okay because like at the end of the day, when you make spaghetti, it might not be spaghetti. Like the actual like pasta you're using might not actually be spaghetti. It's still spaghetti. So I'm making basically I'm making spaghetti. Is what I'm trying to say. But it will likely be NA pasta. Because like when it comes to like serving up spaghetti, I don't like doing it because like you need to use like tongs, make it actually like easy, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna just do that for now. And what does that look like? Okay, I don't hate it. Obviously, this is very like plain, you know. Oh, with a meat red sauce too. It's not just like not just red sauce. I meant to say that. So you've recently been starting tea for about 4 months. How long did it take you to notice your voice to change? I think it was like any noticeable change at all was probably like closer to like between 3 to 6 months, I would say. Don't have any. Oh, we don't need it. We might lose scaffolding along the way. Ooh, wait. What's the... I don't know how far down I made it. Hey guys, there's only one way to find out. People at school so cursed, they thought being trans meant I had... Well, I guess they're maybe being affirming it another way. Always like, it's like, you'll never be a real woman. It's like, oh, well, thank you. Thank you. You're right. Okay, we lost some soldiers, but it's okay. Lower side been put on 2 pumps on the same spot instead of spreading it. Interesting. I've never like heard like more direct what is it called, like instructions with like putting on testosterone gel. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my god. I didn't even know it was gonna line up. But I was also on 2 pumps and I got bumped up to 3 when I was on gel. At some point, I am planning to make a video talking about like my literally like the whole timeline of my transition so far. Okay, I can't kill the ghast, I guess. But no, and so then it's gonna keep going around. The easiest way to spread gel is on both thighs. I've heard that arms, thighs, and stomach are like the main good places. Okay, let's go get some more netherrack. Look at all that gold. I do find it amusing that like the new way to... I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on live, but like, you know, like the DIH, I find that funny. I find that amusing, actually. It's like when you like AHH, you know? How did he spawn like that? Brother. Oh! Not again! No, we're gonna die. Guys, we're gonna die. Burnt to a crisp. I should really set my spawn to the somewhere in the nether. Because we all know what happens when you use a bed in the nether. Average male level voices should happen faster now? Interesting. How do you feel about someone who identifies as non-binary, also identifying as trans? I have simply no issue with it. When I identified as non-binary, I identified as trans. It's like when like I think it's ultimately like whatever, it's like a case by case thing. Because at the end of the day, whatever someone decides to do, if it's not hurting anyone, I could care less. Like whatever you want to do it. You know, whatever label you feel comfortable with, it should be fine. And so if like if a trans person, if a non-binary person identifies with being trans, because like trans is like the big umbrella. So like like if we're wanting to be like really specific, I feel like if you're non-binary, you are trans. But I guess some people wouldn't feel that way if like they didn't change their gender, if that makes sense. Like if they didn't do anything like medical, then maybe they wouldn't really feel. Or because like there's like some people who also like think that like they can't identify as trans, and like you definitely can, and I think non-binary is a trans identity. But yeah, it's ultimately up to what a person decides is comfortable to them. At the end of the day, what happened to the netherrack? I put it somewhere. I was on autopilot. There it is. Following that, what about trans men identifying as lesbians? I see like that's like another like it's like this like queer discourse stuff. I it's not that I have a problem with it. I just it doesn't make sense to me. Cuz like I think if you're trans mask that like it becomes like there's like these specificities like specific things that come into play where like if you identify as a trans man, you're not a lesbian. But like if you're butch, then yes, you can identify as lesbian because being butch is part of like the lesbian community. Um, but like because like the definition I know with being a lesbian is like the one like is like non-men loving non-men. And it's weird because like it also like it still centers men in a weird way. But I don't think you can be a trans man and a lesbian. Um, wait, Stefan doesn't care who's in his live as long as they ain't weird. This is true. Um, as long as we're all respectful, and also we guys, you don't have to share personal information, like your age, but what else we got? Identify you. Wait, you're non-binary. Also identify as trans because I'm medically transitioning and present more mask, but you just don't use he/him. Yeah. I'm not trans. I just think being a boy would be better, and all my friends are boys. Not saying that you could be trans, but you know, there's nothing wrong with it. Someone tried saying you weren't 11. Well, someone also once said that we've all been 11 once. I still think about that. Egg moment for real. I've also like it wasn't until like maybe a couple of years ago that I like learned about that like the phrase of like egg cracking or something. Cause I feel like that's like more of um like a trans woman thing that I've like in the context that I've heard it in. Yes. Nope. Almost. All right. We've got all these basic supports in. Let's take a gander. Okay, we can't really see. Yeah, I didn't know you could use it for all trans people until recently. I also didn't. News to me. I didn't know. What about bottom surgery? Will you ever think about getting that or already have it and don't know? I don't have it. I go back and forth when like thinking about it just because like it seems very out of reach right now. Um, but I do think I want it. Like the whole shebang. Funny way to put it. Um, but my first obviously like I know like the first step is like hysterectomy, and then there's like electrolysis that you get like on your arm to remove the hair and like all that stuff. But one day I would. But it probably would be a couple years from now. I don't really have a good vantage point to look at this. I also don't need these weird little islands. It's like, there's no point to this. This is like the weirdest, like, little generated island. Okay, the base of it, I like the idea. This rust, it will look a lot cooler one day. That day's not today, but it will look cooler. Maybe we'll just do. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I could have just looked at it from like this side. Yeah, it makes more sense. It makes more sense because like I also okay, go back to the bottom surgery thing. I like to be I think of myself as a mostly open book because I also like thought about like because there's like the two main versions like the that exist of like toidioplasty and phalloplasty. And I was like, well, if I ever do it, I'd probably do a toidioplasty. But like in the long run, I would want phalloplasty. What's my favorite song at the moment? Ooh, hmm. I've been listening to a lot of Christmas songs. Um, but okay, what is like my most? I gotta go to my like songs. Um, The Biggest Question by Peter McPoland. Fun one. This is yeah. It's like a it's like a 2 to 3 year long process to like have everything like get done, and that also seems very daunting. Um, you can always get fellow after. Oh, this is true, but it feels like if I'm gonna go through like the money and like the time, like I just should just like do it all at once. But it makes sense to be able to do it because like you could get a breast reduction, but also get top surgery later on. Okay, so yeah, we're not gonna finish this today. I want to get rid of some of these weird surrounding things. What's the difference between the two? The difference between the two would kind of like so meta would be taking what you because like I also like trying to stay like fairly family friendly, but like um what your body creates when you go on testosterone. So your anatomy, it basically takes what your anatomy is and makes it um like it just like changes like some things down there, but like phalloplasty is like the creation of phallus. So the phalloplasty is bigger than the totioplasty. But with bottom surgery, they take part of your thigh slash arm. This is true because there are two different like donor sites that you can do, but most of the time people recommend you do your arm, but then they also take like a skin graft from your thigh, your arm. There's a lot to it. It's crazy. Okay, I really hate this dirt. It's like keep looking at it and it bothers me. This is true. If okay, not saying like you can't look up any information if you're quite young, but I discretion is advised. I definitely like one day look at it, but for like educational purposes, just most of the time they're very graphic images. You've also oh yeah, lower abdominal. Which is yeah, that is interesting. Ooh. Yeah, so I would suggest for my younger viewers, probably not. Yeah. If you're, but for anyone younger in the audience, I would suggest you wait until at least like 15 or 6, maybe like at least like if it's like I'm thinking like PG-13. It's definitely over PG-13. But just, but yeah, but like I get like curiosity gets the best of you. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to word. Gas to mess with us. Maybe we would do 2 airlocks on both sides. Okay, let's... Hey! Oh, so I know the spear update. It's not called that, but it's basically the spear update came out. But I use a bunch of different mods. They're all like pretty much vanilla friendly, but I don't want to like I have to wait for other things to update before I can like update other things. That's okay. This island, this is like really making it weird. Tricks for taping. If I'm being really honest, not really. Um, I guess okay. So I didn't really like ever because I know some people who like tape daily and like that's like their main way of binding. I know that rounding the corners on the tape, um, protecting your nipples. I used to like just like do band-aids and like a square of like tissue paper, not tissue paper, like tissue, toilet paper, that's what I mean. And like a band-aid over that. And I never used like an oil to help take it off. I wish I did because my main issue was like it ripping my skin off when I take it off. And it hurt. You cannot transition until you're 18 because your parents aren't supportive. I'm really sorry to hear that. Um, but one thing is when you're eight, well, like to what extent of transition? We're talking like everything. Um, again, I hate that this is a thing, but like with how things are, if you are in the U.S., then like at to an extent, like you would have to wait. Um, that's not great advice. That's not something comforting. But um, I do always like, is the right word empathize or sympathize? One of the two. Is because like I didn't fully come to terms with being trans until I moved out and was like 18, and so like I forget what it's like to like wait for your parents' acceptance to be able to do stuff while you still live with them. What type of oil is cheap? I think, okay, like literally baby oil. Um, like I think you could like I think one time I tried using olive oil. I don't know, but like any kind of oil is better than none. Supermarket brand? Yeah. Generic brand? Heck yeah. Yeah, that's definitely looking better. We also are out of rockets. If you get your own money, my parents cannot tell me I can't buy a binder. This is true. Money is your choice. I did okay, when I was still living with my parents, I did buy a binder. Um and if you get it cuz like a lot of places it is discreet packaging. Um where am I running to? But yeah, cuz you could also just like if they I don't know what they know, but you could always say it's something else. Like, "Oh, it's a crop top. It's a the the sports bra. It's really good for that stuff." But to I guess like there's also like there's I think places like Spencer's like where you can actually like go in store and buy it, but you would need um a way to like buy it online. Credit card. You catch the vibe. As I think with like if you have like cash, you could probably buy like a Visa gift card and use that to buy stuff online if you don't have like your own bank account. Crop top, then I'd only be able to wear it at home and I'd only be able to wear it over clothes. I'm not quite sure. Cause like if it's like a crop, like cause like some binders are like they're not they're only half tanks. Sometimes it looks like a little crop top. Okay, like I thought I had gunpowder. Not have more. I will say, when I got my binder and I just started wearing it, no one said anything. I was like, yeah, I've always just been like this. You and your friend got our parents to drop us off at the mall, and we bought it with our cash at Spencer's. Heck yeah. I'd be wearing my sweatshirt 24/7 if I called it a crop. Fair enough. I mean, but like in the sense of like needing to like lie about what it is, like as a cover up. I don't know what your parents know. I know one time someone's parents called their binders like tiny little shirts. All right, but guys, I gotta make dinner. This guy's getting hungry. I also have it instilled in me that when it's 6 p.m., I need to eat. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and be on the lookout for more live streams coming out this month as I continue working on Christmas Town. But yeah, if you want to catch the whole VOD or watch the whole VOD later and catch up on other streams, check out the link. Oh my goodness, my head looks huge. Check out the link in my description and make sure to subscribe to that channel. It's in a playlist. They're unlisted, but it's in a playlist and you can watch it all. But guys, take it easy. Take care.